support the Nigerian Bar Association for their courage and their conviction to proceed to the court of competent jurisdiction to challenge this illegality that has been committed by Mr. President. It's a shame that you have a National Assembly of, I don't know how to call them, puppets. They're like puppets. They're like puppets of the executive. The executive uses, there's a rope. Maybe there's a rope from the, and they are quite close because the office of the president is not too far away from the National Assembly. So it's like there is a particular rope. You know this kind of, maybe some of you were not actually, you were not born like the time we were born. Maybe some must have grown up to see it, like some of us saw it. Not like now where you have Disney Juniors, that you have all these cartoon networks. You have cartoons, caricatures that are exactly like human beings. When we were growing up, the cartoons we were watching are the cartoons that they use rope. They use rope to manipulate how, if they want to talk, they do like this, and the cartoon this will talk. That is exactly how the National Assembly is being manipulated by the president. And you have a National Assembly that is supposed to oversight the police, for instance. They have said nothing. They have kept quiet. Nigerians, it looks like we're damn too hungry. People have been out of job for so long, so we are so hungry that we no longer want to talk. People are so tired of talking. Otherwise, Nigerians should be on the street by now protesting. The reason why Nigerians have to protest, and the reason why we're saying the NBA should not be discouraged from going ahead with this matter, and any judge that delays the matter is an enemy of Nigerians. If the case comes to a judge, he must hear that case expeditiously. The case questioning the illegality of extending the tenure of office of the IG of police that is clearly written in black and white in a law that was signed by Mr. President that he cannot exceed his retirement. You cannot appoint an ex-police officer. Now we have an ex-police officer holding the office of the IGP, which is completely illegal. It's completely illegal. What right has the police got to now? What right have you got to arrest somebody who is impersonating? What right has the policeman got to arrest a Yahoo boy who is impersonating, who is doing a romance scam? It's the same thing. You have an IG that is supposed to have quietly gone to his house, haven't served the country for 35 good years. It's not. Look, let us even create a complete departure from what happened in the service chiefs. In their own case, you cannot point at any particular law that says the most. But this one, you have a police act that was signed 2020, that was signed just recently by Mr. President in clear language. And National Assembly keeps quiet. There is fire on the mountain. Some Nigerians are asleep. This could be a prelude to a third-term gambit. If the president can extend the tenure of office of the IG, he can extend his own tenure, and these puppets that we have in the National Assembly will do nothing about it. So the ball is in the court of Nigerians. If you choose to keep quiet like the way they kept quiet when they saw policemen coming out in Lagos, nobody came out to demonstrate in Lekki. Everybody just sat back. Only very few courageous Nigerians were out, and even some of us were even laughing at them. Hey, look at this, you know. So those guys who came out in Lekki toll gate, they are heroes of democracy. They are heroes of the Constitution. Because the government does not have the right to say, you should not come out and protest. No. The moment an elected government said, the people have no power, have no right to come out and to protest, that government loses legitimacy totally. Because the people elected you, they are the ones that have donated the legitimacy that you are using to exercise authority. That's what the law says. That's what this Constitution says. That's what the Constitution says. So thank you very much. Instance, because he has a professional duty to Nigeria. He's the Federal Attorney General. The president is not a lawyer. In fact, the president is supposed to receive advice, legal advice. If you look at the law setting up the office of the Federal Attorney General, the president is supposed to seek advice from the Federal Attorney General. But if you have a Federal Attorney General who behoves to his own ethnic nationality, well, as you said, going by the Constitution, the head of the executive arm of government usually is the one that has to be blamed. But professionally, the person that has failed to carry out his duties is the Federal Attorney General, and we must say it the way it is. And why is the legal practitioners disciplinary committee, what are they still doing? Is the Attorney General above the law? If he refuses to carry out his prosecutorial duties, if he refuses to prosecute suspects, in this case, the Attorney General is not the president that wrote the letter to us. The Attorney General wrote the letter by himself, and it's not the president that will prepare case files. The Attorney General wrote a letter to us, a response to our letter. The reason why those people that have been paraded, the armed herdsmen have been paraded by the police, cannot be prosecuted, is because there are no case files. Who builds the case file? Is the Attorney General. So we still maintain that the Attorney General has the largest blame, in as much as politically you blame the president for not firing such a person who has refused to do his duties.